Hi everyone, welcome to January 11th. We're going to talk about Après Ski today. When you think about skiing, you think about, racing down these icy cold hills, and my favorite part of skiing is the part afterwards, the hot chocolate, the Après Ski parties, the wine, heated mulled wine in the lodge. And so I thought today we would talk about what you would wear if you spent the weekend skiing and you wanted to party it up on Sunday with Après Ski, which is French for after skiing. So what's cool about today's outfit is that I took every single item from Vogue's list of the cold weather shop. So they basically put out over 200 items, and I went through every single one of them and picked a great outfit for Après Ski. So let's talk about some of the main pieces. We won't have time for all of them. So we'll start off with this beautiful sweater by Nili Lotan. She's an American-Israeli designer. She's actually born in Israel, moved here in the 1980s, I think 1980 to New York, and that's where she's been ever since, designing. Why do I love this sweater? Number one, it's got that cozy factor just with the alpine print, but also it's 90% cashmere, 10% silk, and if you've seen my previous videos, you know that cashmere will trap heat, high-quality cashmere like this. So I really, really love this sweater. Moving on to the bottoms, the corduroy pants by Proenza Schouler. We're not deviating too far, actually. We're staying in New York City. That's where Proenza Schouler was founded. That's where the two founders, their names are Jack McCullough and Lázaro Hernandez. They met as students in a school in New York City, a design school, I can't remember which one, and then in the early 2000s they founded their brand. Why do I love these pants? Because they're 100% cotton. You can layer them over something, but 100% cotton means breathability, because even though you were skiing, I know we want to stay warm, but we also want to, when you're inside of an après ski kind of lodge bar, there's going to be a roaring fire. It's one thing to be able to remove a sweatshirt or a sweater, it's another thing to be able to remove pants. So I think your pants should be a little lighter than your top. Alright, now we're moving to a place where you would expect to see skiing almost on a daily basis. We're moving back to Stockholm, Sweden with the brand TOTEME. It's also fairly new. It was founded in 2014, so it's actually the newest of any of the brands that I've showed so far. The prices on these items are high, but they're really just designed to provide inspiration. Whether you get your scarf from Amazon or from Nordstrom doesn't really matter. It matters in terms of quality and price point, of course, but I'm hoping that this provides some inspiration for colors and fabrics and that sort of thing. Why do I like this scarf? Because it is 60% alpaca wool, 25% virgin wool, and only a handful, 15% nylon, and I really, really like that blend because it's going to keep that heat very, very well trapped. Next up is Miu Miu, and I've talked about Miu Miu many times. That's the sister brand of Prada. It's run by Miuccia Prada, who's currently running Prada as well, but it's more of her rebellious kind of brand. Why do I like these Boyfriend genuine Shearling-Lined Chukka boots? The reason for that is they, number one, rubber soles, very, very helpful for traction, especially in a wet environment where you're coming in out of the snow. They're also shearling-lined, so again, they're going to keep your feet nice and warm, which anybody who's, skied, served in the military, etc., they know that the most important thing you can do is protect your feet. Alright, I'll speak briefly about these beautiful Jacquard-Knit socks. I just love them because they conjure up images of alpine skiing. Moving on to one of my favorite parts of this whole outfit is the mittens, the Hollis knit mittens by C+. The reason I love them is, frankly, because they conjure up strong images of this iconic moment in American history. But if this inspires you to get out and maybe try skiing for the first time if you haven't, or at least après skiing,